YogiFleeman, and the practice that we're going to do today is an upper back class. So we're going to focus on the stretches that help to limber up and open up our upper back. So if you work at a desk all day, or you do a lot of sitting or driving, all these stretches are going to be great for you to help you just loosen up, maybe de-stress. We hold a lot of the stress that builds up through the day in those muscles at the top of the back. So we're going to do a few of the exercises that help just to loosen those up. So we are going to do a pose today, a couple of them which are useful if you have a chair. So you can go and grab a chair now if you have one, or you can use a sofa, anything this kind of height. We're just using it as a platform. So I thought I'd tell you that now, so that if you can get one handy, then you don't have to go and pause this video whilst you go and get one when we get to it. It's near the end of the practice, so just get that ready. So we're going to start today's practice sitting down in a comfortable seated position on the mat. So if you'd like to come and join me. I'm going to start in a comfortable seat. So your comfortable seat might be cross-legged like me, or with your legs out in front of you. Just wherever feels comfortable, sat on the floor. If you're uncomfortable sat on the floor, grab something to sit on, maybe a couple of books or a couple of cushions. Just make it nice and comfortable. We're going to stay here for a moment and just zone into our bodies. So from here, I'd like you to bring your hands to your knees, maybe lower your chin down a little bit, maybe closing your eyes. And then begin just to zone into your body. So do a bit of a scan of your body, see how you're feeling today, how your mind's feeling, how your body is feeling. Then begin to zone into your breath. So follow the journey of your breath in through your nose, into your lungs. Feel how your body moves as you inhale and how it moves with that exhale. Just continuing here, nice slow even breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. I want you to try and think about letting go of any tension that you've got in your shoulders. Try and allow your shoulders to fall down away from your ears. And see how they're feeling today. So this is the area at the top of the back and the shoulders that we're going to work on the most in this practice. So just take note of how they're feeling now. Maybe you feel a little bit tense. Maybe you can let some of that go. I'd like you to slowly blink your eyes open and raise your head. And bring your hands by your sides. We're going to do a few breath movements. So bring your hands by your sides. Inhale, bring your arms out and up to overhead. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, arms out and up to overhead. Maybe looking up to your prayer. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, arms out and up to overhead. And exhale, hands through heart center. So we're going to just warm up our shoulders a little bit here. So I want you to roll your left shoulder round in circles, nice big circles, rolling it backwards. And then changing, so rolling it forwards, trying to push that shoulder forwards as it comes forwards. And I'm going to swap and do the other side, so rolling right shoulder back now. Opening the chest as it goes backwards. Just feeling that movement. And then changing the direction, so bringing that shoulder forwards, round and back. We're going to do both together now. So I want you to roll them back to start with. So forwards, round and back. Nice proud chest as it comes backwards. Opening up. So nice and slow, just see how they're feeling. And then we're going to roll them forwards. So when you come forwards, we're going to try and hump up the top of your back. Maybe tucking your chin with that movement as well. Nice, lovely. So we're going to bring our hands out by our sides now. So bring your arms out parallel with the floor, shoulder height. Then we're going to bring our shoulders back. So draw your shoulder blades together, stick your chest out, nice proud chest looking forwards. And then I want you to draw your belly in and draw your ribs in so you can feel a little bit more engagement at the top of your back here. Then we're going to bring our fingertips together, keeping our elbows out and up, and then out to the side. So make sure you're keeping that lower belly drawn in, your ribs drawn in. So we're keeping a nice flat back. Make sure these aren't pooching out, keeping them in. Couple more. And release, give it a little bit of a wiggle. So next one we're going to do, we're going to bring our arms out and up to overhead, and then we're going to bring in a little bit of a twist, but without using the tension in our hands. So we'll do this together. I want you to inhale, bring your arms out and up to overhead, and as you exhale, windmill your left arm backwards, right arm forwards, looking to the left side. And inhale up, back to centre, exhale, right arm back, left arm forwards, looking to the right side. Inhale up, exhale, twisting from your waist. It doesn't matter how far you go as long as you can feel it. Inhale, exhale, twisting, and it doesn't matter how your legs are either, so you can have your legs out in front of you. We're still doing the same movement. Feeling a bit of a twist into the upper back in particular. One more each side. Inhale and exhale, release, give it a wiggle. Maybe feel a little bit of heating up in your shoulders. So next one, we're going to do our seated cat-cows, but we're really going to focus on the upper back. So from here, I want you to bring your hands to your knees, so either on cross-legged or with your legs out in front of you. I'm going to tuck our chin, so draw your belly in, draw your lower ribs in, tuck your chin down towards your chest, and then push your arms away, your upper back away from you, so we're really feeling that stretch across the top of the upper back. So that's the same if your legs are out. Trying to keep that lower belly drawn in, the lower ribs drawn in, just feeling that stretch into the upper back. I'm going to inhale, come forward, bring our shoulder blades back and together, a little bit of tension on the knees. Looking up slightly, gaze gently upwards. So again, I'm not really arching through my back, I'm drawing those ribs in, just to feel that stretch really into the upper back. And exhale, chin to chest, shoulders forwards. Inhale, exhale. Couple more. Inhale, exhale. One more forward. Inhale, shoulder blades together, and exhale, release. So next one, we're going to do a little bit of lateral flexion of spine. So I want you to bring your right arm up and then bring your palm facing towards your back, down your back. And then bring your left arm up and over, holding onto that elbow, drawing that hand down your back. So try and keep that shoulder back, feeling a stretch down that shoulder, and then from here maybe tilting to the side. So if your legs are out in front of you like mine, you might want to bring them a little bit further apart to help you feel a bit more stable. Maybe looking up. If your legs are crossed, we're doing the same. Inhale up, exhale, release. So we're swapping sides. Left arm up, palm turns to face backwards, coming down your back, facing palm towards your back. Right arm up and over, holding on to that elbow, draw it back. Throwing that hand down your back, and then maybe leaning to the side. Not trying to go too far. We're focusing on the upper back so you don't have to lean too far into the side body. Maybe looking up. Inhale up and exhale, release. Lovely, well done everyone. So we're going to come over onto our hands and knees now. So hands underneath shoulders, shoulder width apart, knees underneath hips, hip width apart. We're going to walk our hands forwards. So we're in a wide tabletop position here. And we're going to push back with the hands, seat bones into the air. So this might be enough for you to feel that stretch. You want to feel it in the top of your back extending down towards the floor. If you want a little bit more, you might be able to walk your hands a little bit further forwards. Again, suck your belly in, draw those lower ribs in, allow your chest to sink down, pushing your hands into the floor, so keeping those hands engaged with the mat. Nice strong arms. We're not allowing ourselves to flop into it, but keeping the engagement through the body. Maybe sinking a little bit further if you can. Wherever you are, I really want you to think about those shoulders and the tops of your arms, the top of your back, just breathing into there. Try not to hold the tension in your neck. We're looking just gently down or forwards. Inhale, walk your hands back up. Exhale, sitting back. Give it a little bit of a roll out. Bring your bum to one side, your feet to the other. Bring your legs out in front of you. So you can keep your legs bent here with your feet on the mat. So I want you to bring your hands behind you, palms facing down, fingertips pointing towards your bum. Try and keep your hands quite close in towards each other. Elbows pointing backwards. So we're bringing these shoulders back, elbows pointing backwards. Then push it into the ground with your hands, elbows pointing backwards, chest raising upwards, maybe looking up. We're going to breathe here. So this is one of my favourite thoracic spine stretches. It's lovely to open up through your lungs, through your rib cage. Nice deep breaths. To feel the full capacity of your lungs. Nice stretch into the shoulders as well. And exhale, release. I'm going to fold forwards now. So either folding with your knees bent, head onto your knees. Just trying to relax the arms and the head. Or maybe crossing your legs and folding over your legs like this. Maybe bringing your arms behind. Just letting go of any tension in your neck. And inhale, coming up to sit. So the last few poses, the first one we're going to do, if you have a chair handy, then grab a chair, or if you have a sofa, then maybe you could do it on your sofa, or if you have a stool like this, anything kind of just raised is going to help you with this. So you could use a few bucks if you wanted to raise them up. It'll be a little bit more difficult, but just find anything that will help you with this. I'm going to grab a chair. Okay, here is my chair, just sat at the end of my mat, and I'm going to come and face it. So I want you to bring your elbows onto the chair with your arms bent. So bring your hands together in prayer and then walk your elbows inwards so that your elbow is in line with your shoulder. Then we're going to walk the knees backwards until we're kind of in a tabletop position but with the arms forward. So already you might be able to feel this here through your shoulders. Might feel a little bit more comfortable if you walk them just a little bit closer in towards each other. We're going to breathe here, so I want you to draw your lower belly in, draw your ribs in, and then gently pushing down into the shoulders, maybe pushing the prayer hands slightly together. Nothing too much, so it shouldn't be hurting. Any pain, just back off. You should be able to feel the stretch into your shoulders and into your upper back. Inhale, coming up, bring your hands out and help yourself back up. So next on we're going to bring our hands onto it. So you might want to bring your chair just a little bit further away, then bring your hands onto it instead. So we're going to do a very similar pose here to what we did before on the floor with our puppy pose, but we're going to do it with a chair now so that you can feel the difference with a raised platform, giving you a little bit more space to maybe go a little bit deeper. So bringing the hands forwards. So again, on those knees, we're pushing the hands actively into the chair, pushing down, draw that lower belly in, draw those ribs in. We're trying to keep the body line flat, so we're not sticking our bum up in the air, we're not sinking down like this, we're keeping that core engaged, lower ribs drawn in, hands pushing down into that chair, and then gently, maybe lowering slightly into the chest. So you should be able to feel this in your upper back, especially if you feel like you're feeling it in your lower back. It's probably because you're sticking your bum up in the air. So try and keep that core engaged, hands engaged with the chair, and then maybe a little bit of a stretch into that back. If you feel okay here and want a little bit more, you may be able to bring your gaze just gently forwards. We're not trying to crane the neck. Breathing into it. Make sure the weight is on the inside of your hand, so through the base of your middle finger, forefinger and thumb. Breathing into that upper back. And then pushing up, hands to the mat, sitting back. Give your arms a little bit of a shake, give the shoulders a roll. Okay, so next one, you can move the chair out of the way now, and we're coming back to that comfortable seat, wherever that is. So we're bringing the left arm up in front of us. So I want you to bring your elbow in line with your shoulder, forearm pointing upwards. Then we're going to bring our right arm underneath and wrapping it together. So we want to bring our forearms together, backs of hands together. So from here, maybe push those arms in towards each other, maybe draw your belly in, just feel that stretch into the upper back again, shoulder blades apart. If you're okay here, you might be able to bring that right arm round the left to maybe hold on to your left thumb, or maybe bringing your palms together. Wherever you are, it doesn't matter how deep you are, as long as you can feel that stretch into the upper trapezius muscle at the top of your back. If you want a little bit more, maybe gently drawing your hands away from your face. Make sure you're drawing your belly in or rounding that back, not holding the tension in the neck. Nothing too much, so any pain just back off. Go as far as feels okay for you. And release and cross your arms and give it a wiggle, and then we'll do the other side. So bring right arm up now, again elbow in line with shoulder, forearm pointing upwards. Left arm comes round underneath, backs of arms together, backs of hands together. We're pushing those arms in towards each other to begin to feel that stretch onto the top of the back. And then maybe if you want to, holding onto that thumb or interlacing the arms until you can maybe bring your palms together. Just picking an option that feels okay for you. Drawing those arms in towards each other, feel a little bit of pressure, maybe rounding that back, feeling that stretch into the shoulder, especially on the right side now, maybe bringing those arms away from your face a little bit. Inhale up and exhale, release. So last one, we're going to have a little bit of fun here. So I want you to bring your hands up like this. So again, your legs can be out, whichever is more comfortable. Just stay in your comfortable seat. Bring your arms out, so elbows at shoulder height, elbows out to the sides, palms facing forward. We're going to make bear claws with our fingers. Nice scary bear claws with those fingers, and we're drawing those shoulders backwards, elbows backwards, proud chest. So sticking that chest out. You can have a little bit of an arch in the back here if you want to. Not worrying too much about keeping that core engaged, keeping those bear claws, maybe looking up, feeling that nice arch in the back, extension through the spine. And then as you exhale, bring your shoulders forward, humping up, taking that chin in towards your chest, claws pointing down like we're a monster looking down on our prey. Inhale, coming up, looking up, shoulder blades together, shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, humping that back up, looking down again. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, looking down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. And release. Give your shoulders a little bit of a wiggle. And I'm going to bring our legs out in front of us and gently help ourselves down to lie on the mat. Bring your palms by your sides, palms facing up. Find a comfortable position. If you feel more comfortable with your legs bent, keep your feet on the floor, allow your knees to fall in towards each other, or maybe straightening one leg and the other. Out onto the mat into Shavasana. I'm going to stay here for a moment and just breathe. I'd like you to draw one knee in towards your chest, followed by the other. Hands around your kneecaps, give yourself a bit of a hug. Maybe drawing your head up towards your knees on an inhale, curling it up into a ball, and exhale. Release, allow your knees to fall down to one side, rolling all the way over. And then when you're ready, helping yourself come back up to sit on the mat. So coming to sit, bring your hands by your sides. Inhale, bring your arms out and up to overhead. Exhale, hands through heart center. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me today, and hopefully you feel a little bit looser now. And if you do, please let me know in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts. I love to hear how you're getting on with these practices, so please do let me know, and maybe give it a like if you enjoyed it, or a subscribe if you'd like to come back and practice with me some more.